talking in executive session. I overheard you. I wasn't listening at the door, but you were talking about me and the open door laws. Could you go ahead and bring that out into the regular meeting, since that wasn't really you weren't really following the law by discussing it in executive session. Please bring it out and see, you know, because
Rhonda, I used you as an example that you were the individual recording.
Okay.
And that's perfectly your right. And if we have meetings that fall within the open door law, and we call one of those meetings for department rooms, such as Shirley's office, which is sit back off of the main office, if that's where that meeting is, you have the right to come into that small office and sit all your computer equipment and your recording equipment up.
Okay.
That's all that was mentioned about. I mean, that was the gist of what was said about that.
Right.
And that's your right to do, and you have the ability to do it. It makes it difficult to have meetings with individuals and department heads in that kind of setting, simply because of a space issue.
Right. Excellent.
So there you are.
Excellent. And Mr. Hoar, please go ahead and state what you told me, that the internet or the website really is, I mean, you know, please clarify this, what you said to me before the meeting.
Oh, well, Rhonda, I look at this, you know, we make public exposure as far as, you know, on the meetings.
Right.
By law, and one of them is through the papers. We use the Assembly and we use the banner as far as our two sources of media. The other parts that we have is that we've been using a lot of electronic messaging out there, you know, as far as different meetings and stuff. But they are not a legal way as far as a mechanism. Our legal way is through the papers as far as recognizing meetings, also publicizing as far as where the meeting room is and agendas and all those type of things. We do have Plan Commission, Council, Commission. This electronic use is a technology that we can use as far as dispersing information out, but it is not our legal entity. It is utilized more as a courtesy type of mechanism.
Right.
So your thoughts and that you have relayed to me that our current web page has a Plan Commission date that has a previous meeting that was set up at the first of the year, but then at our last Plan Commission meeting, since we were going to have 3 Plan Commission members not available for that meeting, we made a public change in that particular meeting to move it to April 9th whenever the meeting room was available at City Hall. We announced that. The paper was there to report that. I saw that on the report. And as we go with the agenda, it will be publicized again, you know, as far as the April 9th meeting. So that it takes care of our legal requirements. There are a lot of people that would like to have individual calendars out there for public display of different events and stuff like that. But as far as an entity of the government, we are going through our legal process as far as distributing, you know, out to the media of announcement of meetings. That was my statements.
Okay. And so I want to make sure that you guys know that the official website of the Washington County government is not being handled by the government. And the domain that you have is only available to government agencies. So you have the chamber, if I have this correct, you have the chamber actually maintaining a website and pretending to be the government. I mean, it's not like, you know, this is all new technology. You are correct. But this is something that you guys maybe really need to look at, because it is listed, you know, it's just all of these inconsistencies. To be able to communicate with your constituency is utmost of importance. Whether there's the corruption or not, the appearance of corruption is more damaging to your ability to perform your office than anything out there. Okay? So, it's just a little thing. But I've had a lot of people...
Accusation of corruption?
I'm just telling you, perception and reality, I mean, can be very different. The perception of corruption is more damaging. This is a general statement. This is not applying to you. The appearance of corruption, the appearance of not being open to the public, is more damaging to you and your ability to perform your office than even if you were corrupt. Okay? And I'm not saying you are either way or whatever.
I personally don't like the word corruption
Well,
being used.
Rhonda, I have had discussions with the county attorney about the issue of individuals, any individuals, putting things, the problem you raise is just what you raise. If a domain name is available, anyone can
No,
take that.
that is not the case. That is not the case. With the .gov, a government agency is the only one that can handle that situation. I mean, this is all new technology, I understand, but only a government agency can have a .gov domain.
I understand that. And if a .gov agency takes the name of one agency before that agency takes it, there's nothing the other agency can do at this point.
What agency?
That creates the appearance that one agency may be acting on the other, behalf of the other, as the official location within the net, and that may not be true. And that's an issue I have raised with the county attorney, and we've discussed that. The other issue is, the more times you try, it may not sound reasonable, but trust me, the more times, the more you open yourself up using different locations other than what is required, the more opportunity you have to make a mistake. And when you make that mistake, that is when the door becomes open to allegations and to lawsuits and to failures to comply with the law.
Right.
And therefore, doing what is necessary under the statutes, and no more than what is necessary under the statutes, actually becomes a very self-protecting mechanism. And the county attorney and I have had those discussions.
Okay, that's it.
So, hopefully that answers some of your points.
Yeah, it does. Thank you very much.
All right, is there anything else to be brought before this council at this time?